Okay, Kate's best friends with everyone in her
Guys,
class.
delete. Literally pretend that vlog never happened. The last vlog, I was like, I feel like I have no friends in my improv class, but that was just me being a weirdo, and now I literally love all them. And now I'm like, I hope to God they never see that. How do I explain that? I'm like, oh, it's a different improv class.
Say it was AI. Say that
it was AI. Yeah.
Anytime I get embarrassed, I'm like, it's AI. That's not me.
I just literally I got overwhelmed and I just was like, oh my God, I feel like nobody likes me, because you get insecure when you're in a group of new people. At least I do.
Yeah.
And I freaked out a little bit.
So
I talked about it on my podcast as well. So that's really cool. Yeah.
Oh heavens.
Okay. I was like, nobody likes me. So if you saw that and you're in my pro class,
it was AI.
It wasn't me.
She's literally kidding. So everyone needs to calm down.
Come on.
That's literally.
It's like they're not gonna see it though, because it's like, why would they? They might see this, but like, why would they watch a whole podcast of me? You know? Don't watch it.
It's beautiful how comfortable we are with each other, but then also there's a downside, because we're just like putting like really intimate moments on public display.
Yeah, people love that though about us. So we're actually going to an improv show tonight.
I know, and then I'm performing in one right after.
Get into it.
So everyone can kind of stay mad.
The extension lore is crazy.
No, I know. I almost ripped mine out. Girl, I literally almost ripped these out at 2:30 a.m. last night because I couldn't sleep, and like just feeling the little beads. I don't know. Last night I was so tired. I'm like, they felt like little bugs, and I just started getting really pissed off.
It gets itchy.
Yeah.
Dude.
What?
So the women's clinic called me, and they were like, we're only gonna call you if something's wrong.
Oh God.
Good.
So they called me today, and they were like, yeah, you got a yeast infection. Anyway, at the end of the day,
I can explain.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I was supposed to take these yeast infection medications, and I completely forgot to take the second half.
How did you forget?
Just forgot.
Also, you can't like tell if your pussy's messed up. Does it not feel itchy?
Not anymore. But I was supposed to take the second half of these.
Oh.
On Saturday, and I forgot.
Oh no.
Are you supposed to take them now or just like let it rock?
Well, I'll take it now anyway.
Okay.
These are the best because usually, like when you have a yeast infection, the ye old remedy was Monistat for like 30 days.
Yeah.
And it was such a pain. And now you just pop a pill.
Well, I wish I would have known that when I got my horrific bedridden yeast infection from that TikTok.
Turned you inside out.
Can you tell the story?
Well, yeah, I used to do an open mic with this one particular open mic with this one particular person. They ended up blowing up online, and then over the pandemic we just started sexting, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be nasty because it's not like I'm ever gonna see this person.
Right.
And then one night at like 2 a.m, they were like, I'll come pick you up right now, and I was like, boo! Wow. But then I was like, well, maybe I should be fun. I was like,
yeah, that's always how it happens.
Right? I was like,
whatever.
I was like, like I can't just spend my whole life being a hermit. Like here we go. And even though it was like the pandemic, I was like, now's the time to be brave. So then I go over to their place. All the lights are on. Yeah, and keeping it really private. And then so anyways, all the lights are on their in their place. And then at around like 4:30 a.m. we start to have bizarre sex, and bizarre in the way that
define that.
I'm not in like a kinky like So then bizarre in the sense where like the chemistry was not there. Again, like making out up to it was like it was okay.
No chemistry.
It's always the non-chemistry sex that gives you a yeast infection. It literally is.
Wow.
The last guy that I hooked up with before my boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
No sexual chemistry gave me the worst yeast infection of my life.
Yeah.
No chemistry.
No, and okay, so this was so bad. Afterwards, he like, and remember when we were just filming that Never Have I Ever the other day, and you were like, never have I ever asked a guy if he was gay.
Yeah.
I like playfully asked him that like right after we finished. Like we were like both naked, and I was like, are you gay? Because it was, and like we were kind of friends, so it was okay that I said this. And then he was like, are you, no, you just dropped me. Okay. Anyways, but then he was like, are you? And I was like, I mean, kind of.
You were like, very much so after
I'm like
this.
questioning it now, because I was like, I don't feel straight after that.
And you want to know why?
And then he drove me home, and then the next day I could not, literally, she can attest to this, I could not get out of bed. The yeast infection was so painful and so bad. She had to go get me this intense like Monistat thing where you had to like insert it up in you.
God.
And I was in
and
pain.
it makes your pussy explode.
Yeah, it did.
What do you mean it makes it explode?
Just like burst with fluids. I don't know. Something. But then and then he would like try and sex me, and I was like, we can't sex after what you like.
Right,
you
you're like,
defiled
I'm turned
me.
off forever.
Yeah, no, I was like, that ain't it, sis.
Well, did you use a condom?
Of course not.
Are you doing
Okay! No!
I'm allergic to latex. Do y'all know that?
So what do you do?
Just have a lot of trust. Well, this is also why I don't like be banging guys like that.
She gets.
Can they give you? Is there a condom that's not latex?
I'm sure, but like most of them
Goat skin.
are, and
Goat
like
skin.
most of them,
a fucking knapsack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally a trash bag.
yeah, literally a Target bag.
Trader Joe's paper bag.
Yeah.
At this point, having a podcast is so hard. You're like, dude, I didn't even know what I was saying in the moment.
No.
Never. Are you kidding me? You black out.
On,
You
like,
never know what you're
especially
saying.
the old episodes of our podcast, we would just get on because like we didn't really know exactly like what to do,
Right.
so we would just get on there and be like, "Oh, one time I was fingered and it was
Yeah,
by
yeah.
her dad," and it's like you just
Yeah.
like get on there and just say the worst things.
Yeah, so if you know any of us, don't watch anything we've ever
No,
done.
please just block us because
Yeah.
I
Honestly.
effing can at this
That's
point.
the rule. That's the rule that I have with my boyfriend. I'm like, you're not allowed to watch the podcast. It's
Yeah.
not for you. It'll never be for you.
You're so
Never,
lucky that he
ever.
listens.
I know. I can't believe he listens.
Maybe, unless he like secretly does listen.
I feel like he would bring it up if he did.
I don't know these men.
You.
On our way, you know the vibe.
Kate just told me that someone that I went out with many moons ago has been sassy to her ever since. And that ain't it.
And it kind of just hurts at the end of the day, but that
Dang.
has nothing to do with me.
Like, I'm sorry, but can we all just be chill?
I don't think so, honestly.
I guess not.
Especially not us.
Boo! Yeah, honestly, maybe I would be sassy too if I went out with someone and they made a video about every single thing.
Right.
Except
Except don't
I-
you put him in your stand-up?
Oh.
Dogged you, Loki. So.
Well, I bended the truth for the joke.
Well, yeah, that's what stand-ups do, and that's what I don't. Okay, can people stop getting mad at stand-up comedians for like dramatizing or like bending the truth? Because like, if you just tell a story like, "Hey, walked down the street today," no one's gonna laugh. You gotta like
Juice it up.
Yeah, like I can't believe people get mad at that.
Now,
Oh, that's quite the bending of truth. I didn't know that.
but I'm sorry.
You take your heartbreak and you turn it into art.
How about this?
Guys.
How about I'm a storyteller? And is it a good story, Kate? The one that I spun?
It gets a lot of laughs.
Hey!
I've seen it.
Now, also, did I combine two people to, like, make it...
That's what Julia Fox did in her book. She combined 3 ex-boyfriends into one boyfriend.
So many stand-ups do this. Like, that joke I just told you, I took what really happened with someone else, and I
Yeah.
put it onto this.
A stand-up at your last show did that too. He talked about his like current girlfriend, but it was about his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's what you gotta do.
But, I don't know, it's like, if we can't have our sweet little, like, half-truths, then I don't want it.
Say that again, sister.
Boo.
But we're going to an improv show right now.
Hey!
Oh my god, it is past my bedtime.
Hey!
But okay, so we just had a night of nights. I went to 2 improv shows,
I know!
which was crazy, and I went with someone in my class who I love. I love everyone in my class. Anyways,
Yoy!
so I had a great night. You got some tea to spill.
Well, but I do. Just really quick, like, what did you like and what did you dislike about the improv shows you saw tonight?
I honestly love how nerdy it is, and that's not me being like, it's so nerdy. It's like,
No, it's very dorky.
but I like love it. I love
there's
that
like
shit.
an endearing.
Yeah, and it's just like people being silly and having fun and being so unserious, and I'm like, that is what I'm all about. So
Yes.
I just thought it was really cool. Everyone's really fucking smart and quick, and I'm really excited to learn more and push myself more and feel really uncomfortable and get out of the comfort zone. So it's just the beginning, y'all.
It always impresses me so much how quick-witted really good improvisers are.
I know, right?
And like the references they can make and like the games that they're weaving in and out of scenes. I'm just
Right.
like, whoa, my God.
I know.
And the confidence.
Right, the confidence is hot. And there's a really hot guy on one of the teams.
Okay, get after him.
But
He's gonna
guess
be
what?
20. I
He
love
did
that.
20. No. He looks like mid-30s. 30? I don't know. He looks like my ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Not the most recent ex-boyfriend.
Boo. Okay, so he didn't look dead.
Yep.
Boo. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, but literally, so. That was my night.
Well, here's something, you guys. So I had to leave dear old Kate because I had a musical improv show to go perform in. And I was like low key, aka high key, really nervous because number one, it just scares me. And then number two, hadn't done it in a second because I've been sick and then doing stand up. And then, you know, I hadn't really played with these people like as much. So I just was a little out of my zone. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I was having, well, I'm just going to say everything. Anyway, so I was having a little freak out right before I went on. And one of my buds in the improv community goes, well, I don't know why you're nervous. You show your butt every day online. And I was like, yo, not too much on that because
no, not anything on that. Well, don't open your mouth ever. Like that I don't know what it is with this week, but we have been getting hated upon like crazy for being sexual beings because, you know, when women have the audacity to be sexual, it enrages people. But that is just a lot of projection there, and it's like we get it all the time from strangers online, and that's like
whatever.
Okay, like classic. But when it comes from someone you know, you're like, damn bitch, like what the hell was that?
Okay, because what the hell was that?
Yeah, it's giving jealousy.
I'm like, dang, and like, look, sure, I've been posting my ass a little bit more.
Do you though? I never see you post ass.
So low key, there was an ass shot. Okay, because I don't really be posting ass
ever.
And then my other friend today was like being a hater on me too, being like, oh, because I was like, oh, I can recommend you for an OF taping because they're doing stand up now. Like honestly, this changed my life and just alleviated all my financial stress. Do you want me to recommend you? And then they were like, well, I'm not a slut, so no. And it's like, at the end of the day, they're like being funny, but also I'm like, uh-oh, this is why, never mind.
It's just so wild. I don't know, but it's so like when you really, from an outsider's perspective, and I'm like hearing this happen to you, it's obviously like, it's just like projection and like, you're very unapologetically yourself and that makes people really mad, you're confident, but like when it's happening to you, you're like, holy shit, what the hell? Like, what did I ever do? Why are you being so rude?
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
You know what it's also giving? It's giving my mom, because my mom used to be my biggest hater, and now it's everyone else on the internet. But yeah, but so,
right, it's like
my mom was the pregame, for this. But she'd always be like, that's why I honestly dressed like a nun for so long, because my mom would have a conniption if I even wore like a slightly low neckline. Yeah. She'd be like, oh, you're disgusting! And so like, I literally was like, oh, being sexual is disgusting. And I'm like, hey, that's gonna be fun to unwork in my
hood. But what's cool now is that a lot of people on the internet are telling you it's disgusting.
And that is cool.
Wait, yeah,
no, because I'm horny, but I just... I just think like there are things that I see every goddamn day online that I go, not really for me, and I don't have
I swipe away.
It's almost like it's easy now.
Wait, it's almost like it's really easy if you see something you don't like to simply, you can always block too. I'm a big fan of blocking.
Yeah,
that's always an option, or just
like mute.
Yeah. I don't know, but honestly, as Megan Thee Stallion said, hate on me because I love it, so...
Oh, okay. Very much I love it. Yeah. And honestly, on some days I do love it, but when it's coming from...
Some days it's a little much. Some days you're like, alright.
When it's coming from the inner circle, you go, yeah, not too much.
Yeah.
It just is kind of a bummer. You're like, dang, like I thought... I love when my friends are cute. I love it when they're feeling themselves.
We're confident and we don't have self-hate.
No, exactly. And so then when I'm trying to feel myself, people are like, oh, what's that, you dirty whore? And I'm like, honestly, you wish I was a whore. I have such bad intimacy issues. I can barely even kiss. How about that? Hey, yeah, last time I had sex, started crying. So how about that? Hey! Something that you and I have bonded over about how we both have, you know, like a sinister anger inside of us.
And it like comes out like, I don't know, for me, every time I say this, you're like, that's not true. I feel like mine rarely comes out. Oh. But the other day I was like, I don't have a temper. And you were like, oh, well, but yeah, I do. It's gotten way more calm in sobriety, but like, I still actively have to work on like pausing. Like when something really angers me, I'm like, and usually I need like 48 hours.
Yeah, to be honest, 24 is not going to cut it for
24
me.
is not going to cut
24, I'm still right in the same place. Because it's like,
Exactly.
not just taking pause, it's activated pause. So you have to like kind of like start working through it on your own.
Right.
But like, I'm big on just like sitting and stewing. So I have to really make sure I'm like, really letting the feelings flow through me. Otherwise...
We've gotten better at pausing.
We have, to be honest.
Honestly. It's been a journey, but I like... Yeah,
Well, I always tell you, I really look up to you in the way that you express your emotions, because I feel like you do, and then, like, let's be real, like, you can pop off. I've seen it. But,
Hey!
But
human.
you're really good at, like, saying something in the moment about not like freaking out, being like, what the fuck? You're like, hey, this hurt my feelings, what's up with that? And it's like, oh, shit.
What's up with that?
Yeah. And
Hey, I don't feel happy right now, so what's going on?
Hey! And I'm like, oh!
Yeah, hey!
And then for me, I'm trying to like really work on like not having like a crying meltdown anytime like something hurts my feelings, or having a cursing out meltdown. And I feel like I'm getting there.
You are,
there.
dude.
With anger,
I've seen so much stride. Yeah, bitch, like dead ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first moved in, first now is like day and night.
So
we're both healing out. Hey! Check it out. So this is a house of healing. We are doing our best.
We're doing our best. At the end of the day, everyone's imperfect, and if someone is giving you shade, it's because it's just a reflection on them. Yeah. Now, if you like actually do like a very big social faux pas, or if you actually hurt someone's feelings, you better fucking look inwards and get right with yourself and right with them.
Because we be looking inwards.
I was gonna say we look inwards on ourselves and on each other, but then it sounds like I'm giving you an exam.
Right,
and I know. Okay, no. Pause up for that. Hey!
Guys, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell so you get a notification every time we post. So yeah.
We're trying to build up our long form content because we have some fun surprises cooking for y'all.
We do.
And you know what? This week, y'all, or even next week, go take yourself to a fun outing that you don't usually go to.
Yeah.
How
and
about
let us
that?
know where you go or where you want to go.
Period.
Build up the courage, though.